Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel, the Freedom Network. I'm Renelle.
And I'm Diamond.
Welcome. So today we come to you guys just wanting to kind of talk about something that's a little more serious. I know you guys have seen us laugh, we have fun, we dance, whatever, but today's topic is a little more interesting. And actually, this is a topic, I know we say all the time, comment, like, and subscribe, but really, this is a subject that we would really like to get comments, ideas or whatever. If you could just please comment below, and then we could also get back to you and maybe even decide if we need to go a little more in depth with another video, like a sequel to this one, okay? So today's video was inspired by a quote that someone on my Facebook list, Deborah Freedom, her quote was, "You are a spirit and a body, not a body with a spirit." So making the body beautiful is fun, but making the spirit beautiful is the main goal of this life. So to me, that's very important and has always been one of my goals. It's okay for someone to always say, "Oh, you're so beautiful." And we know that because they're looking at the outer, correct? They're looking at our body. But it's really nice when someone comments you on your spirit, your inner man, your soul, because that means to me that that person has taken time and gotten to know you or talk to you or find out some, intricate things about you. So therefore they've gotten a little deep with you. That's how I look at that. So that's why for me, my main thing is working on my spirit. I want someone to tell me I have a beautiful spirit. I'm attracted to your spirit, your soul. Your soul is so beautiful, because the soul, we have the body, the soul, and the spirit. Well, the soul, that's the godly part of us. The heart, that's your intentions, and the Bible tells us that God looks at the heart of man. So therefore, just getting involved with someone, as I was sharing with Diamond a little earlier about relationships. I was just telling her that to me, oftentimes maybe relationships fail because we get so caught up into the flesh, the outwardly part, the body. And again, we never take time to get to know someone on a spiritual level, on a deeper level. So, what do you think about that? Your comments.
Um, I agree. So, I would say my biggest thoughts on that, a big pet peeve for me is when, people approach me, um, I already know I'm beautiful. I appreciate that. Um, that's a compliment. But it's more to me than that. I'll have guys approach me, "Oh, hey, what's up, little mama? How you doing? Yada yada. You look good." Okay, but what about the inside? I could be jacked up in the head. I could be a serial killer. I could have a tail. I could have three toes. You never. It's not funny,
No, I know
but
what you're saying.
but you never know. You get so caught up on the outside. Oh, she look good, or you know, looking at a person's body, and you might not know they might really be jacked up in the inside. Instead of you just looking on the outside, take that time to get to know someone. Get spiritually connected. You will learn a lot. Just because two people look good together, they might not get along. Or you might find out that you have more things that's not in common than you do have in common. So it's good to know a person from the inside and what their heart desires, their biggest fears, their weaknesses, what motivates them. Little stuff like that matters to me. That's how I become connected with people. I don't go just off looks. You could be ugly, but I mean, if your personality or you're a good person on the inside and have a good spirit, then that's what I go for. A lot of people tend to get caught up in the looks and tend to be attracted to people by their looks, that they're not even attracted to the person in the inside. They could be jacked up, crazy, have an attitude. I mean, I know a lot of guys growing up in high school, I was always quiet. So a lot of guys, they will say I'm beautiful or, Diamond look good, but she bougie. No, just because I'm quiet or I'm cute, that doesn't make me bougie. I'm just quiet. I keep to myself. Take that little time or that little second to get to know me properly, introduce yourself, and you'll find out that there's a lot more to me than me just, oh, she's bougie because she's quiet. So that's something that I kind of like struggle with growing up because I was so quiet and always to myself. People mistake me for being bougie or I think I'm better than the next. No, it's not that. You'll come to find out that I'm really a humble person and I have a good heart. I mean, and you do have some girls who's, beautiful, but they have jacked up attitudes. The things that come out their mouths, the way they talk to guys, stuff like that. So to me, that's what makes you ugly. It's not always about looks because you could be the most beautiful person in the world, but if you're jacked up on the inside, you ugly to me. Point blank. Guys too, you ugly to me. So I think it's what's on the inside and how you treat people is what matters the most.
And I agree. And I mean, I'm just thinking about God, when God created us, it makes sense how we all look different. We're all different on the outside. Our shells, our bodies, it's a shell, it's a shell that houses our soul and our spirits. And again, I think, the reason why the things that means the most is hidden. God hid it inside of us because he knew, he wanted it to be where you have to take time to find it. You have to search it out. You know, you want to get to know somebody, you need to sit down and talk to them. You need to ask the right questions. And I mean, I felt the same way you did. Growing up, I would be so turned off. Even still now, I'm out somewhere and a guy hanging all out the window of a car. Hey, what's up, beautiful? What's your name? Let me get your number. I mean, to me, that's so offensive. I mean, I'm never rude, of course, but that's so offensive. You're some strange person that I don't know from Adam. Let you get my number? I'm beautiful. It's like you said, you don't know nothing about me. I could be a serial killer. I could be, just this nasty,
Crazy.
crazy person on the inside. But if you're interested in me, take the time. Hello, how are you? My name is so and so. What's your name? What do you do? What do you like to do? First, find out if I'm even interested in you. Get to talking to me for a few minutes. You'll know if I'm interested in you, or I'll know if you're interested in me. So again, when I read this meme, it really hit home to me because I've been saying it for so long. And to me, that's why I say, you know, there's no such thing as ugly people to me. I can see beauty because when I'm talking to somebody, I'm looking past all of this. I'm listening to what's coming out of your mouth. I'm listening to your thoughts, your words, your intellect. I'm listening to see what's inside your heart. So that's why I think that that's so important. And like I said, I think that's what happens with a lot of relationships. You could be with somebody 20, 30 years. And and it probably was like a physical attraction that brought you guys together. But if you don't have a spiritual connection, your souls have not connected, and I don't just mean sexually, but like your souls connecting physically. Like you can talk for hours and you like really get each other. You don't waste time
It's like you never
arguing.
get tired of that person. You
Right.
constantly
The
crave.
conversation is always
You crave
good.
that person, and it's not like you said just on a sexual level. Like
No, it's
I
not.
crave this person's conversation. I have to hear this person's voice. I love the way they think. How
It's
their
deep.
mind race.
It's
It's,
deep.
it's deep.
It's deep.
It goes beyond that.
That's what strong relationships are built on. Sometimes you see some people, and you've heard it. People, oh, I wonder how they get together. Oh, how them two get together? How they last so long? Why they last so long? Because they have a deeply rooted, connected relationship. Somewhere those souls have connected, their spirits have connected, and it's also a situation like this. Say I'm with this guy. and I've been with him for years, and someone comes and try and tell him, your girl, she did this, she did that. It should be where our souls and our spirits are so connected that right away you don't have to question if I did that. Right away you would say, I know her. I'm in tune with her spirit. That's not even her character. That's not even her character, so I know better than that. But I mean, you have some couples, like I was saying, that have been together for years and they've stayed together, because of whatever, children, whatever, but it started out with a physical attraction and they never connected souls. They never got to know each other spiritually. And that's such a shame because that's what relationships are made of. That's what they're built on. That's what makes them strong. And my heart just hurt for people that just stay in a relationship because of maybe a physical attraction, or because you're worried that, you may lose this person and you didn't think you were capable of getting someone like this, man or woman, whatever. Because all of this is temporal. This stuff fades, it changes, it gets old. Anything can happen, So, but when you make that spiritual connection, that's where the love is formed. That's where the soul ties are formed. So, if I gain too much weight, I mean, no, nobody should let themselves go in a relationship. We should all make sure that we do our best to remain like we were in the beginning. Yes, you do that. But when it's so much deeper than looks, you can go through anything, but you're going to stay connected. Because it's just like, no, that's my soul. I crave him. I crave her. Like I said, the conversations are so deep. When you get into that soul, that's the mind,
It's
the
the vibe. You
intellect.
start feeling the vibe.
Yes, you have vibes. You start thinking the same. You start um, finishing each other's sentences. And like I said, with the spirit, then the heart, your heart becomes the same. Can you imagine being in a relationship with someone like that? So, my friends would tease me and say, man, when you done with somebody, you done. You cut them off. You don't even let feelings get in the way. And no, I don't, because growing up, I paid attention. I was my mom's only child, and I watched my mom go through things in relationships. I watched my mom be hurt several times, and I said at an early age that I'm not going through certain things. I'm not taking certain things, because I just felt like I wanted to really be spiritually connected to someone. And it's the same. Diamond saw me, as a little girl going through things in relationships. So there was decisions that I had to make because I didn't want her to take on what I was going through, to feel like, she didn't have to be, godly connected to her mate. I wanted her to know that that's very important. I wanted her to know that to be a strong woman, you know, you don't have to feel like you have to one settle. Life was given to us for us to live, to enjoy, to be happy. And another thing, stop letting other people pick your mates for you. Stop letting other people make decisions for you. Stop living your life based on other people. You know, I I'll just I'm gonna put it out there. I mean, I always say I'm gonna be free. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to hurt nobody, but with me, I'm married. I'm married. But my thing is, I cannot, if I'm not happy, I cannot continue in a marriage and say, I'm not, I got to do it for people. What would the people say? What would the people think? Because then I'm miserable. My soul and my spirit is hurting on the inside. It's hurting. If the connection is not there spiritually anymore, then I have to do something about that, right? I would have to do something. So that's all I'm saying. We really need to start being more in tune with our spirit, um, because when you do that too, if you're connected in a relationship and your spirit is so tight and where it needs to be, you won't have to worry about things like infidelity, cheating. You know why? Because your spirit is so in tune with that person. The love is so genuine. It's not just a physical attraction. It's real. It's tangible. You won't be so quick to go out and hurt that individual. You know why? Because you'll automatically know hurting them hurts you. You'll hurt them and you'll feel worse than they feel. So that's why that's so important. But if it's just physical, oh, you'll hurt them every time you turn around. It's just like, oh well, and you won't feel nothing. That person will be hurting. They'll be going through the emotions, but you won't feel nothing. You know why? Because you have not connected with that person, your mate, on a deep, godly, spiritual level. So again, that's why it's always been so important to me. Again, a beautiful spirit, a meek and humble spirit. Those are the assets that I want to have. That's what means so important to me. So I mean, what else do you have to say?
I mean, yeah, I think that's true. I mean, I've heard of situations and cases of people being married for 25, 30 years and the husband sleeps on the couch.
Yeah.
You know, they get up, the husband and wife gets up in the morning, walk right past each other, don't say anything. Why? There's no spiritual connection there. I mean, then you have the ones who's out here living their best life, traveling, you know, taking trips, just like really our best friends. And to me, a relationship is not just, I don't want you just to be a boyfriend or my man or my husband. I want you to be my friend. Like,
Soulmate.
it's so much deeper than just a title. People get so caught into the title. You gotta be each other's best friends at the end of the day, because when something is going wrong, you don't want to go confide in the next man, or you don't want to go confide in the next woman. You go to your mate, your soulmate, your spouse. You talk it out. You laugh together. You cry together. No relationship is perfect. You're gonna bump heads. Your spouse is gonna get on your nerves. You're probably gonna be ready to kill them. That's normal. That's natural. But if it's real and you guys have that soul connection, you can get through anything.
Because your mate won't judge you. You know,
Exactly.
judging you would be like judging themselves. So it should be in a relationship where you can really be honest.
And you are a reflection.
Yeah, be like,
Of
you know
each
what?
other.
I'm needing more out of this relationship. You know, you should be able to be honest, and there shouldn't be arguments. If you're in a relationship and there's arguments all the time, and I'm only speaking from experience, you guys. Like I said, I'm married, but I'm not in my marriage. And I mean, I just have to be honest with you guys. I'm actually separated. So, and you know, again, a lot of people wouldn't agree with me putting my business out here like that, but I've made a decision that I'm going to be real with you guys, because I mean, I wouldn't be doing you guys any good if I'm getting behind this camera making you guys think that I have the perfect life, because I don't. I'm learning every single day. I have learned, you know, each and every day I'm learning. So that's why I wanted to get on here and talk about this, because this is some things that, I mean, I didn't understand, you know, a few years back. But now I'm getting it, you know, again, that the connection, it is so strong. You hear about couples like 70 and 80 years old, you know, one of them passed away. Next thing you know, the other one immediately right after them, because
It's like
their heart is
they're
broken.
so it like
A part of them
dies.
dies. Yeah. And it's
it
hard for
dies.
them to live on because a part of them is missing. That's the type of relationship I want. That's love. That's the type of love that I want. You know, in everything. I don't just want that in a relationship with my mate. I want that in a relationship with my friends. I want a genuine relationship. Genuine relationship. I don't want a relationship where, you know, somebody just like to be with me because, you know, I do this or I do that. No, I want somebody to enjoy being around me because my spirit is good. You know, I make them feel good. I make them laugh. They're happy to be around me. I want that for every relationship. Every
Right,
relationship.
you don't want it to be, oh, here she comes.
Yeah.
Her loud
Can you
mouth. Oh
imagine?
my gosh, she talks so much. Or her vibe or her energy is just so negative. Like, that's the worst feeling. That
It is.
like I can't even
I can
begin to
imagine.
imagine that. Like,
When you get like that, it's time to do something. If
Yeah.
you're not going to go get counseling and seek help, you honestly need to do each other a favor and cut the ties. It's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with that. It's not a bad thing. if you really love each other, you don't want to make each other miserable for the rest of your lives, do you? Because it's true. I mean, I've talked to guys, I've talked to women that said things like, "Oh my gosh, when I just hear her pull up, when she comes through the door, she just or she say certain things, it just works my nerves."
Always
Can you imagine?
nagging.
Yes.
Oh, I just can't
I don't
even
want to be a
imagine
nag.
someone feeling that
I
way
don't want to be a
about me.
nag. I don't want to be a nag. I want to be
Like,
your joy. I want to be your peace. You know,
mhm.
I want to, when you see me walk into the room, I want you to smile because I just walked in.
And a lot of women get it twisted. They, I mean, it goes both
It
ways,
does.
but
It does.
women, you have to be a man's peace.
Yes.
You have to. I mean, like I said, I'm so against, cheating or, men going to confide in other women. I'm against that. Talk to your spouse, work it out. But a lot of times women tend to push men away because they're not being their peace. Men need peace too.
That's true.
Men get tired of coming home and just hearing a woman nag or complaining or like little stupid stuff that they
Mm-hmm.
saw on social media, or why were you talking to her? Why was she texting you? Or just little stupid stuff. Oh, you looked at her when she walked past. Men get
Mm-hmm.
tired of stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's the little small petty things that just drive men crazy, and we think it's always supposed to be the man catering to our needs or being our peace, but they get tired too, just like us.
Right. I agree. And also, though, in relationships, when your mate is like that, in all fairness, you have to go to the root of that thing and look at, did you contribute to that? Did you contribute to that portion? Just to make sure, just so that you can have a clear conscience. But if you know that you didn't, then by all means, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the thing. A lot of us women, we didn't start off being bitter. We didn't start off being a certain way. So, and the men the same way. So, as a couple, again, that's just strengthening each other. Talk to each other, find out, you know, what's going on. And again, if you can't make it work, it's not a bad thing. And we can't just be like, because I know a lot of people, well, you know what, we've been together 30, 40 years, and
Yeah,
and that's
years.
just that.
And I used to think that way, that years matter, but it's about the inside,
Yeah.
your inner happiness. And if you're not happy, it's like,
Because life is short. So to me, it's about living your best life right now. Being happy. You can't say, I'm happy. I'm not happy today. I'll worry about it, about being happy tomorrow.
right.
Be happy today. Tomorrow's not promised to you. All right.
Hmm.
So again, we just wanted to get on here and talk about a beautiful spirit. Um, let's not focus so much on our outer appearance, and start working from the inside out, because again, that's what's going to radiate outside. You can hide it, you can dress that thing up, you can look the whole nine, but once you open your mouth, and as time goes on, what's on the inside is going to come out. And I don't care how fine you are, man or woman, if your spirit is jacked up, everybody around you is going to know it. Your mate is going to know it. You can't fool people. And you definitely can't fool God. So that's it. There you have it. I mean, that's all I have to say. Again, like we said, comment below. Let us know what you guys think. Again, to each his own. Everybody has their own opinion. We're no experts.
Hmm.
But again, we were talking, and I just thought it would be good for us to, do a video where we get on and just kind of like, you know, share our point of views.
Right.
Because again, that's what freedom is, sharing our experiences with others, you guys, in hope to help free them. That's it. You have any more to say?
Nope. I'm good.
Alrighty.
Concludes this
That
video.
concludes. Alrighty, so we will see you guys. Thank you. We appreciate you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.